they do gatekeep, they do stand in your way, but you're talking about a system that you're still trying to live and integrate in and not adapting to what it is. You have to adapt. Xerxes adapted. That's why the motherfuckers hate us so bad. One of the reasons. The Moors adapted. They were pirates. Down there in the Caribbean. You have to adapt. And that's what everybody, even in your black community, you have to adapt. And stop sitting on the porch being mad because the shit don't look right. They might make fun of you. Teach your child. Teach your child what respect and dignity and self-confidence look like. What hatred looks like. How to navigate, how to adapt, how to stand. Teach.
Doctor, you are so on point, and that's right where I'm at with it. We speaking the same language for sure. Do you know they put a study out and they did an experiment. Again, you can watch this on, I believe it's TikTok. I saw clips of it on YouTube where they would send kids out, right? And a kid would be asking for help and all this other stuff. Do y'all know only the black and I'm gonna be honest, mainly black women was the ones that was helping. White women help. White men help them kids. They literally, we walking past them. One lady grabbed her husband and told him to mind his business. But not them black women. Oh no, they was fierce. So that part where you talking about support, you definitely just spoke facts. That's the facts.
So black on black violence is actually much worse than white on black violence. This is proven by per capita, but almost if you look at the volume numbers, even despite being just 13% of the population, black people are almost actually tying up to what white people do. In the year 2023, black on black violence killed more people than what the KKK has killed in the last 100 years. Okay, so, how do you think that people are going to look at it when we talk about this case where the kid drowned? There's no evidence that there was any nefarious activity involved there, and instantly it's like this is what it's like a reach that you're hoping that something racist turns out to be in that. Now with other groups of communities having their own issues, how often or how long until people just say shut up guys, you're just being victims here, and you aren't victims, you're very privileged people, you are the most privileged black people in the world.
When it comes to black on black people crime is actually hilarious because we don't discuss enough on white people and white people crime, and we don't discuss what white crime is versus what black crime is. So motherfuckers who are white, they manipulate so many other factions of the system other than violence that is considered crime, and we don't talk about that enough. We talk about black on black crime because it is the most hyper focused. There's a magnifying glass on it, but the reason why there is a magnifying glass on it is because it is a way for people to continue to project their sort of ideas of black people. But we don't hyper focus on white crime the way that we should, in order for us to be able to throw out this term white on white crime. We don't do that. We don't do that at all. Just don't do that enough. But when you leave this country and you go to other nations where there's no predominantly white people, you will find out that the diaspora of crimes committed against other nations within other nations. I've been smoking, so it's like a thing. Um, we don't talk about why we hyper focus on black crime.